Horde Force Captain Adora always believed that she was in the right in trying to bring peace and prosperity to the planet of Etheria against the rebels of Brightmoor. However, soon after encountering Princess Glimmer and her compatriot Bo of that said rebel alliance, Adora also finds a magic sword she finds calling out to her. Upon learning of the Horde's true intentions when seeing them attacking a small village initially believed to be a military stronghold, and learning the true nature of her best friend Catra, Adora becomes She-Ra, guardian princess of the planet Etheria. However, Adora is not quite used to being a superhero and is not fully embraced by the other princesses that she needs to unite in order to take down the Horde. This is She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. So, yeah, I'm going to admit that I did grow up watching She-Ra, mainly because I grew up watching a lot of He-Man, and I always wanted more She-Ra He-Man crossovers. But I did learn a lot. I did watch, like I said, I did watch the show quite a bit. When I saw the new designs for this, I was not entirely high on them, but I was willing to give the show a shot. Overall, I think it's pretty enjoyable. I did like the animation. I think I like the storytelling. I definitely like there's a lot more emphasis on character and trying to build these characters up, especially in the supporting cast, which I don't remember being particularly strong in She-Ra. Glimmer and Bo are definitely more well-rounded characters than they were on that original show. I do like they beefed up Catra into being more of an anti-hero and showing that the Horde is not entirely all on the same page as in terms of Hordak and Shadow Weaver. Everyone seems to have their own agenda. I actually like the character of Scorpia, a princess who's actually a part of the Horde and not part of the Princess Alliance. I like the way Queen Angela has been built up. I like, again, obviously the sort of motif of the, well, relationship focus on particularly Adora and Catra. That being said, I do have a few problems with this as well. I'm going to touch on those just a little bit. I don't like that characters pop up and then just kind of suddenly vanish. For example, the third episode, Madame Raz pops up, never mentioned again. Light Hope is mentioned in the first episode, doesn't pop up again until the second to last episode. Then we have, let me think, Spinnerella and, what's the other one? Netstora. Just a sec. Yeah, Nestora, or Nestorella. The two that's revealed are a romantic couple, and then that's it. Yeah, like, they appear, then they vanish, and the whole joke is that Bo had no idea what those two do, and then they show up again, and it's, oh yeah, then they're a couple. And that's it. Like, I kind of wish this maybe had more episodes to its season, as opposed to, I think it needed a little bit more to it than that. Also, the theme song is just bland. It's really boring. It's not really catchy. It doesn't really kind of get me excited to watch the show. It's so boring. I keep forgetting I have the skip intro feature on Netflix. But other than that, I think it's really good. I think they do a really good job of building up characters like Bo and Glimmer and Catra and Adora, Angela, who is Glimmer's mother, who is hesitant to put her daughter into battle because she lost her husband in battle. The Princess Alliance is pretty good, except again, characters are popping in and out all the time. You have Mermista of the Sea People, and Frosta of the Snow People, Perfuma of the Flower People, essentially, and Trapta, who works this technological angle, who's actually a pretty interesting character in her own right because she sort of flips sides, though not intentionally. Like, she doesn't turn evil. She goes to where she tends to fight more for her own needs and doesn't quite realize the gravity of the situation around her. Exactly. She actually kind of gets to be more interesting as a kind of member of the Horde. as for the Horde themselves, Hordak is a little underutilized. Shadow Weaver is actually used a bit more, but I'm guessing they're probably going to use Hordak more in the second season of the show. Like I said, Catra is pretty well rounded. Unfortunately, it's like the rest of Adora and Catra's little team of people, not so much. Again, they kind of fell by the wayside. There's one point, Glimmer and Bo are taken hostage, and Bo winds up kind of bonding with his prison guard. And I think, oh, this guy's actually going to maybe flip sides, but if not, no, he just kind of gets left behind. The Princess Alliance is very tenuous at best sometimes. It's like, oh, we just expect She-Ra to fight our battles for us, and they don't really realize this until the last episode. And now it seems, again, that maybe that'll be explored a little bit better in Season 2. You do have another interesting male character in Seahawk, who is this, they say pirate, but he's really more of a just sailor, who has this kind of very this inauspicious relationship with Mermista, where he's clearly into her, and she's kind of into him, but she won't admit it because Mermista is very deadpan. I liked her character. I kind of wish there was more of her in the show. Frosta was an interesting character, who's this 11-year-old who's ascended to the throne. And, again, she sort of vanishes. This is one of the weirder episodes. Involves a prom, yes, princess prom, and that's where Glimmer and Bo get taken hostage, and the Horde get She-Ra's sword, because weapons aren't supposed to be allowed in the Grand Hall where this is taking place. And it's like, how did they get the sword? I didn't see that. I like the princess character Scorpia, again, who's this. She's a princess, but it's basically her family's kingdom basically ceded to the Horde when they showed up, because they said, look, we stand no chance against them, so we might as well just join you right off the bat. And it turns out that each of the princesses, because they have these elemental powers, have a special rune stone that taps into the energy of Etheria, and Entrapta discovers that you can basically use this technology to hack the planet and take control of everything, and that implements the Horde's grand scheme, or at least Catra's grand scheme for the Horde, to beef up their power and take over everything, leading to this big battle on Brightmoor. I know I'm skipping out on a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm trying my best, but yeah, I think the world building is good. I just kind of wish there was maybe a little bit more to it, especially in terms of the supporting cast outside of She-Ra, Glimmer, and Bo. There just isn't too much out there sometimes. Oh, and Catra to an extent as well. But other than that, this is a really good show. Really enjoyable, again. So I think I would give She-Ra and the Princess of Power Season 1 a B. Okay, so again, the next video after this is going to be the Into the Spider-Verse review, then the Daredevil Yellow review, and then WWE TLC. See you all next time. Hey guys, is there a movie you want me to tackle? Even if it's some stinker like Baywatch or the Emoji Movie or something else? Check out my Patreon at Sleepy Time for Cat Productions. See how you can make that happen.